Good evening, children of class 8. In my last class, I have finished your first chapter of second unit test. That was uh, Cranes of Sadako. Cranes for Sadako, sorry. Today I am going to start one new lesson. This is also included in your second unit test. And this is a poem written by William Blake. The poem's name is The Chimney Sweepers. Children, this is a very very famous poem, I must say, because William Blake was a very sensible poet who has always tried to present something which is not known to common people. Some hilarious examples, some hazardous conditions of people during the early 19th century when they were getting tortured or they were being mistreated or they used to be uh, kept in some work which they should not be done, right? So he has tried to bring these consequences through his poem in front of the common people so that people can feel the pain, people can feel the pathetic condition, people can sympathize what uh, pitiful condition through which these people have to go through. Chimney sweepers. You all know what is sweep chimney. এরকম লম্বা লম্বা আগেকার দিনে দেখবি পুরনো বাড়িতে there are big chimneys. ওই ফায়ার প্লেসের ওপর দিয়ে দেখবি এরকম মোটা মোটা চিমনি ফরেনার্সদের বাড়িতে হয় because there is tremendous cold and so they prefer to lit up fire over there and that will keep them warm. এবার কি কন্টিনিউয়াস যদি কোথাও আগুন জ্বলে then the specific area at the top of it becomes full of soot. SOOTS, soot. Soot মানে হচ্ছে ঝুল. SOOTS, soot means ঝুল. That becomes black, full of soots. Now your duster have a specific height, but if you want to clean up the full chimney, then you have to enter the chimney. Now this is not possible for a big person to enter the chimney because he or she can feel suffocated and get himself finished over there. He can die. So what they used to do, they used to push small kids, babies. You go up in the chimney, swipe up the dust, clear it out, and then again come down. And it's a huge height. 1.5 feet, 2 foot, এরকম উঁচু খুব উঁচু চিমনি যাই হোক. So those children, they were bound to, because of some amount of money, because they belong to a very poor family, they did not have enough to eat, neither they have enough to wear. So they used to feel that if I'll get some money, then my guardian can buy something, we can have some food, we can wear something to hide our body. So they used to get into the chimney and they were bound to make it clear. So this is a song, rather you can say, a sad, sorrowful note that has been given by the poet to the people. You can see the picture over here. One boy is standing with the black spots in his body because these are the suits. এগুলো হচ্ছে ঝুল. Let us read the poem about one chimney sweeper, one boy. He is narrating his pathos, his pain. It is set in England in the late 18th century, when the 19th century ঠিক আগে, when child labor was prominent in the country. People used to force the children to work. When my mother died, one request I'm telling you, please, when you're reading the poem, try to feel it. It will bring tears in your eyes, I'm telling you. When my mother died, I was very young, and my father sold me while yet my tongue could scarcely cry, whip, 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 whip. So your chimneys I sweep, and in sooth I sleep. See what a painful extract this boy is telling. When my mother died, I was very young. I was so small that I could not even remember her face. But I could remember she was my mother. Because mother have a specific different touch, a different feeling, a different connection with the children or the child. And my father sold me while yet my tongue. My father sold me because of money. My father sold me while yet my tongue. আমি তখন ঠিক করে কথা বলতে পারতাম না. Could scarcely cry. Hardly I could cry. This is weeping. This is weeping. I could hardly cry. So your chimneys I sweep, and in sooth I sleep. And that is the reason why I am here, sweeping out, clearing out your chimneys. And I am sleeping in sooths. Why? It doesn't mean that I am sleeping in a chimney. No. My body is filled up with sooth. ঝুলে আমার গা ভর্তি হয়ে গেছে. But I am sleeping with that because I am not having money to have a bath, to refresh myself. There's little Tom Decker who cried when he's dead, when his head, that curled like a lamb's back, was shaved. So I said, "Shh, Tom, never mind it, for when your head's bare, you know that the sooth cannot spoil your white hair." There's little Tom Decker. ওখানে একটা বাচ্চা ছেলে আছে whose name is Tom Decker, who cried when his head. He started crying when his head. What has been done with his head? Let's see. That curled like a lamb's back. Curled, চেঁচে ফেলা, removed. Lamb's back, একটা ল্যাম্বের পেছন দিয়ে যখন সুতো উল টেনে নেওয়া হয়, then the back of the lamb becomes shaved. Just like that, was shaved. So I said, his head was shaved, just like the back of the lamb. Shh, Tom, never mind it. Don't feel bad. You feel good. Then Tom was small boy. He looked at him like that. Why? Aha. When your head's bare, bare means nada, phaka. When your head is blank, you know that the sooth cannot spoil your white hair. The hair which you are having, those hairs are white because they are foreigners. They have a whitish hair. That beautiful hair will not get damaged. The sooth, they will not have the capacity to damage your hair. So, be happy, be cheerful. Aha! You can do the work without any problem. Because sooth will not damage your hair. So, it is blank. So, the sooth will come, lie. Again, you will brush it out. It will go down. See how sweet the thing is. And so, he was quiet. And then he stopped crying. And that very night, and in that night only, as Tom was sleeping, he had such a sight. When he went to sleep after the whole day work, he had a sight, he had a dream. That thousands of sweepers, Dick, Joe, Ned and Jack, he has seen, what has seen in his dream? Thousands of sweepers. Who are they? Dick, Joe, Ned, Jack. These are the boys who work with Tom, were all of them locked up in coffins of black. He got a nightmare that these boys, they have been locked up in a coffin that was black. And the whole matter was like so suffocating, so pathetic, so nightmaric. Oh, Baba, he was dreaming, but he felt very bad. Then what have happened? Was it the fact? Or it was only a dream? That we will see in our next class. Please read these 3 paragraphs and try to feel the pain and pathos which the small boy wanted to depict in the poem.